We're here at Hi-Spec Precision, and Chris here, who is the service engineer and sales for DoGuard, is physically installing the machine.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's exciting. So what goes into an install, Chris?
So the first thing I do is power the machine up, then we get it level, and then it's a full check over, geometry and everything as well. And then it's a case of installing the pallet changer.
So let's start about we'll talk about the first process. When you're saying getting it level, how do you do this? And are you having to bolt it down to the floor?
Yeah, so the first thing we do, we get it perfectly level within less than 20 microns. And then you pull it down to the ground just to kind of keep it there, make sure it doesn't move.
And I know this particular machine, it's made by Kitamura, and they talk about geometric accuracies, and it's basically, and tell me if I'm going wrong here, but geometric accuracies is where they measure the machine and they make it before, and it's set 100% correctly before they add any software onto it. So all of their guarantees of geometric accuracies are totally correct. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right. So you're not relying on the control to do all the work. The machine is, perfect from the factory. You haven't got to then tweak it when it's installed.
And how long does an install like this take?
About 2 days. So the first day is getting the machine powered up, leveled, checked over, and then there's another day of getting the pallet changer done and then geometry checks.
And another question, final one, is when you're attaching it to obviously the building, the air and power, how are you doing this? And also, does a machine like this zap a lot of power?
So it's just powered up via an isolator just to keep it nice and safe. In terms of power, because it's actually quite a small spindle, BT30, it doesn't actually use as much power as it looks.
Okay, and how's the install going?
Yeah, really well, yeah.
Yeah, and do you think Darren's excited about using the machine, and why?
He certainly looks it, yeah. Well, I mean, this will help his production no end. In terms of running overnight, no brainer.
Yeah, and one more thing as well, and I don't think you can see it yet, but he's actually been doing a lot of his training and talking to DoGuard directly, because there's a camera on the top there and he can physically talk to DoGuard with the training, but also with maintenance too.
Well, that's it. I mean, we can link that straight to Kitamura themselves, so there's any issues, he's got all the backup he'll ever need.